Welcome to today's journey. In this video, we're exploring George Town, Malaysia, a vibrant city that's a melting pot of culture, history, and charm. Known for its colorful streets, stunning architecture, and mouth-watering food, Georgetown is a destination that truly captivates every traveler. So join me as we uncover 7 of the most enchanting places you simply must visit here. Spots that showcase the beauty, soul, and magic of this incredible city. Seven, street art. In the heart of Penang, where colonial charm meets vibrant modern life, Georgetown tells its stories not only through its heritage buildings and bustling food streets, but also through the colors and characters painted across its walls. Street art here is more than decoration. It's a living dialogue between the city's past and present. The movement began around 2012, when Lithuanian artist Ernest Zacharevic was commissioned to create murals for the Georgetown Festival. What started as a handful of playful works quickly grew into a phenomenon. His pieces captured everyday life, ordinary Penang moments, yet in a way that felt alive and interactive. Soon, other local and international artists joined in, adding their own perspectives and styles, until the streets became an open-air gallery. But the charm lies not just in the art itself, but in how it merges with the city's character. The weathered walls, the shutters of century-old shop houses, and even rusting bicycles become part of the canvas. The art feels rooted, belonging here as much as the people who pass by it daily. Today, Georgetown street art is more than just an attraction. It's an invitation to explore slowly, to wander without a map, to stumble upon creativity tucked into unexpected places. Georgetown may be known as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but its murals show that heritage is not only about preserving the past, it's also about creating new stories on old walls. And in this city, every painted corner is a reminder that culture, like art, is always evolving, always breathing. Six, Kek Lok Si Temple. High on the hills of Air Item in Georgetown, Malaysia, stands one of Southeast Asia's most breathtaking Buddhist temples, Kek Lok Si Temple, often called the Temple of Supreme Bliss. From the moment you approach, the sight is mesmerizing. Tiers of pagodas climbing the hillside, roofs adorned with intricate carvings, and prayer flags swaying gently in the breeze. This temple, built over a century ago, is not just a place of worship, but also a living cultural treasure. Its architecture is a harmonious blend of Chinese, Thai, and Burmese influences, symbolizing unity in diversity. The jewel of Kek Lok Si is the pagoda of 10,000 Buddhas, where every level reveals a new dimension of artistry and devotion. Golden Buddha statues line the walls, their serene expressions inviting visitors into quiet reflection. Kek Lok Si is more than stone and statues. It's an experience. The faint aroma of incense lingers in the air. The soft sound of chanting monks creates an atmosphere of peace, and the panoramic view of Georgetown below reminds every visitor of the balance between the spiritual and the worldly. 5. Clan Jetties. This is the world of the clan Jetties of Georgetown, a living heritage that tells the story of Penang's earliest Chinese settlers. More than a century ago, these migrants built wooden houses on stilts above the water, forming entire communities connected not by streets, but by narrow walkways suspended over the tides. Each jetty belonged to a particular Chinese clan, families bound together by kinship and trade. What began as humble dwellings for laborers working at the port eventually grew into thriving water villages, each jetty with its own identity, temple, and traditions. Walking along the jetties today feels like stepping back in time. Laundry flutters in the sea breeze. The scent of home-cooked meals drifts through open doors, and the occasional scooter hums over the planks. Despite being just minutes away from George Town's bustling streets, life here flows at its own gentle pace, shaped by the sea and anchored by family roots. The clan jetties stand as more than just picturesque spots for photographs. They are symbols of resilience and community, reminders of how Penang's rich cultural tapestry was woven. Four, Penang Hill, high above the bustling streets of George Town, where the sea breeze carries whispers of history and the aroma of street food lingers in the air, rises one of Malaysia's most enchanting escapes, Penang Hill. Known locally as Bukit Bendera, this emerald sanctuary sits more than 800 meters above sea level, offering a cool retreat from the tropical heat below. The journey itself is part of the magic. As the funicular train glides steadily upward, the city slowly falls away, replaced by dense rainforest, where ancient trees stretch skyward and birdsong echoes through the canopy. In just a few minutes, the clamor of George Town transforms into serene stillness. At the top, a world unfolds that feels both timeless and alive. From its sweeping viewpoints, the entire island seems to stretch endlessly. A panorama of red-tiled roofs, shimmering coastline, and the faint silhouette of the mainland across the strait. At sunrise and sunset, the skies ignite with colors so vivid they seem painted just for this hill. Three, Peranakan Mansion. Tucked away in the heart of George Town, Penang, stands the Peranakan Mansion, a place where time seems to pause, allowing visitors to step into a world of elegance, tradition, and history. This grand home was once the residence of a wealthy Peranakan family, and today it serves as a living museum, offering a rare glimpse into the lavish lifestyle of the Straits Chinese, or Peranakans, who flourished here more than a century ago. The mansion itself is a masterpiece. Its facade, with intricate designs and shuttered windows, hints at the fusion of East and West that defines the Peranakan identity. Step inside, and the details become even more mesmerizing. Gleaming marble floors, delicate carved wood panels, and ornate tiles imported from Europe, all sitting harmoniously beside traditional Chinese motifs. Everywhere you turn, there is beauty layered with meaning, as if the house itself is telling stories of the families who once filled it with life. What truly captivates visitors is the collection housed within these walls. Antique furniture, hand-painted ceramics, glittering jewelry, and ornate costumes breathe life into the cultural blend of Chinese, Malay, and colonial influences. Each artifact whispers tales of wealth and refinement, but also of the community's traditions, elaborate weddings, festive celebrations, and the strong family ties that define Peranakan life. Two, Fort Cornwallis. Standing at the edge of George Town, overlooking the shimmering waters of the Penang coast, lies a monument that has watched the island's history unfold for over 2 centuries. Fort Cornwallis. Built in the late 18th century by the British East India Company, the fort was originally little more than a wooden stockade. Over time, it was rebuilt with sturdy brick walls, designed not as a site of bloody battles, but more as a symbol of power, trade, and colonial presence. As you step through the gates today, it feels as though the past is quietly breathing through its walls. The fort still houses old cannons, including the famous Dutch cannon known as Seri Rambai, which has its own intriguing legends tied to fertility and luck. Within the grounds, you'll also find a small chapel, storerooms, and barracks, reminders of the daily lives of the soldiers and administrators who once lived here. What's fascinating is that despite its imposing appearance, the fort never actually witnessed a battle. Instead, it stood as a silent guardian, watching ships sail in and out of the harbor, a symbol of authority rather than conflict. One, street food. Picture this in your mind. Walking through the lively streets of George Town, Malaysia, where the air itself feels like an invitation. The aroma of sizzling woks, smoky grills, and freshly steamed buns drifts through narrow lanes lined with heritage shophouses. Street food here isn't just about a quick meal. It's an expression of the city's soul, shaped by centuries of cultural mingling. As you wander, you'll notice how each corner seems to hum with energy. Hawkers work with the rhythm of experience, tossing noodles in high flames, ladling rich broths, and carving roasted meats with a speed and precision born from years behind their stalls. The flavors you encounter are as diverse as the people. Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Peranakan influences all blending seamlessly in a way that feels both familiar and entirely new. What makes Georgetown street food so special isn't just the taste, though that alone is unforgettable. It's the atmosphere. Plastic stools gathered under neon lights, strangers sharing tables and stories, and the joy of eating something that connects generations. Every bite carries history, whether it's in a bowl of spicy laksa that's been perfected over decades, or in a simple plate of char kway teow cooked with fire-kissed perfection. And that wraps up our journey through 7 of the most enchanting and must-visit places in George Town, Malaysia. From its vibrant streets filled with history and art, to its hidden gems and irresistible flavors, Georgetown truly is a destination that captures the heart and sparks the imagination. If you enjoyed this video and found some inspiration for your next adventure, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow travelers, and of course, subscribe for more travel guides and stories from around the world. Have you been to Georgetown before? Or is it now on your bucket list? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear thoughts. Thanks for watching, and until our next journey, keep exploring and stay inspired.